Greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to you as the Big D, with another review. And this time, I'm going to bring to you a bonus Disney review, and it's a flick I forgot to put on my week of Disney schedule, even though I just ended it yesterday. So now, without further ado, here it is. I bring to you a review of the original Pete's Dragon from 1977. Now, this film, despite was, met with mixed critical response and what have you. But, however, critics did praise the animation of the dragon in this, Elliot. So, and it even received a few Academy Awards, but for the best song, but it lost to "You Light Up My Life." But I'll talk about the music in a little bit. It also received a nomination for original song score and its adaptation score, but it lost to A Little Night Music. But I'm not familiar with that. But enough about that. Anyway, now the film starts out with a young boy named Pete in the woods with his invisible dragon Elliot in the early 1900s. And he's running away from the Gogans, a family of hillbillies he's currently living with, and they make him work all the time on their farm. Because they purchased him to do that. So Elliot manages to knock him out with his tail, leaving him in the mud while they get away, and soon they visit a little town called Passamaquoddy, where Elliot's clumsiness causes Pete to be labeled with a good run of bad luck. However, a real stir occurs when they encounter, a lighthouse keeper named Lampy as he stumbles out of the tavern and encounters Pete, but Elliot makes himself visible, and the terrified Lampy runs in to tell the saloon to warn the townsfolk, "I saw a dragon," which is one of the songs in this. So Pete takes Elliot to a seaside cave, but however, Nora, Lampy's daughter, tells that it is unsafe for Pete to stay in there because, due to the ongoing tides from the sea. So, after figuring he's orphaned and not from the area, she then offers him food and shelter at the lighthouse. So, he accepted. So, he tells Nora all about what happened and what have you. And, he learns a story of Paul, Nora's fiance, whose ship was reported lost at sea a year before, and he promises to ask Elliot about Paul, and Nora accepts, considering she believes that Elliot is his imaginary friend. But meanwhile, a guy named Dr. Terminus and his assistant Hoagie arrive and win over the gullible townspeople who are initially angered by their return. And the local fishermen are complaining about the scarcity of the fish and believe Pete is the cause. But Nora tells them that the fishing grounds shift from time to time and Pete should be welcomed. So she takes him to school but is punished unfairly by the teacher, Miss Taylor, as a result of Elliot's antics and what have you. But Dr. Terminus has decided to make Pete an offer for Elliot, but he turned him down. But anyway, and Nora and Lampy offered to Pete to live with them permanently. But unfortunately, that soon takes a turn for the worse as the Gogans catch up. And they try and get him, but Elliot, with a little help, a little help there, torpedoes them. Well, you'll see what happens and saves Pete. Now, I'll try not to give too much more of the story. All I'm gonna go on to get to the ending of this movie, okay? So, the ending to this is pretty good. After they manage to get the Gogans out of the way, and Dr. Terminus tries to kill Elliot, well, he saves members of the town board from a falling utility pole and manages to, well, light up the lighthouse light after it was extinguished by a storm-driven rogue wave. And after that, things look much better in Passamaquoddy, and Nora is reunited with her fiance, Paul, who was the sole survivor of a shipwreck and suffered amnesia, but soon he got his memory back. But anyway, I'm going to just let you try and see this movie. If you've not seen this, would I recommend it? You better believe it. Now, don't mind mixed reviews on it. It may not have been as big as Mary Poppins, or heck, it may not even have been as big as Bedknobs and Broomsticks, but nevertheless, Pete's Dragon is definitely worth looking into, and yes, you can find it on Disney Plus. Look it up. Now, I like the cast in the movie. First off, we have young Sean Marshall in his first film role. He plays Pete. Playing Nora is the Australian pop superstar Helen Reddy, best known for singing the songs I Am Woman, as well as a cover of Tanya Tucker's Delta Dawn. Playing Dr. Terminus is Jim Dale, who the following year would play 3 different characters in the underrated Disney flick Hot Lead and Cold Feet, which I've reviewed last week. Playing Lampy is legendary actor Mickey Rooney. And as Hoagie, it's Red Buttons. Playing the Gogans are Shelley Winters as the matriarch, Lena Gogan. Charles Tyner as her husband, Merle. As their sons Grover and Willie are Gary Morgan and Jeff Conaway, who the following year would play Kinnicky in Grease. Also included are, Jane Keane as Miss Taylor, and Jim Backus, best known for playing Mr. Howell on TV's Gilligan's Island, and also the voice of Mr. Magoo as the mayor of Passamaquoddy. And of course, we have Charlie Callis as the voice of Elliot. Anyway, there are so many good musical numbers, and I liked several of them, including the first song you hear, which is The Happiest Home in These Hills. I Saw Dragons, real good. It's Not Easy, that's a good one. There's Room for Everyone. And there's even Bill of Sale and Brazzle Dazzle Day. And of course, the popular Candle on the Water, which that was the song I had mentioned that was up for an Academy Award, but lost to You Light Up My Life. So anyway, which in case that song, The Candle on the Water, Helen Reddy did an amazing job on saying that. I absolutely loved her performance. Mickey Rooney was great. And I have to give credit to young Sean Marshall for playing Pete. The rest of the cast was good as well. The story was pretty good, and I liked the animation for Elliot, which was really good too. Now, of course, years later, there would be a remake, but I've never seen it, and to be honest, no offense, I doubt I will. I've had a major mixed reception for this one. Yeah. But anyway, another fun fact about Pete's Dragon, that this was initially to be a project as a 2-part episode for the Disneyland TV series in 1957. Unfortunately, it was shelved. And then just 20 years later, we got it. Now, of course, it was later It revived as a musical film in 75 and then finally got released in 77. So, enough said. Oh yeah, this would also be the first Disney movie, possibly the first movie, I may be wrong though, but one of the first Disney movies to have the power of Dolby, the Dolby system, aka Dolby Stereo originally, in their films, which that was very cool. But again, I would definitely say if you have seen the remake but never saw this, shame, shame, shame. See the original Pete's Dragon. I think you'll love it more than the remake, but you don't have to take my word for it, okay? Okay, that's going to do it for my review of the original Pete's Dragon. Tell me what you thought about the movie in the comments section. Like and subscribe to my channel and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me again later tonight when I review the first episode of Star Wars. Yep, I'm going to review Star Wars next, and I'm going to be reviewing Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. So until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya!